Hey everyone, Luke's Gamer 1 back, and this time it's going to be a different kind of review, this time with pop figures by Funko. Now these figures are amazing, I just love them. They're like cutesy, kind of chibi design. Now these are just some of my favorites that I have in my collection, even though I only have like 2 more. But these are some of my favorites, just to show you. We will be going into like closer look at them later on, but if you didn't know what a pop figure is, let's just take Boo and Spider-Man. But some of them are bobbleheads, like Spider-Man, and some of them are figures, like Boo, with no bobblehead. So, although weird, but you know, it's always cool to have some articulation. Because yeah, bobbleheads, you can bobble them, but it's better you can get like some articulation out of these really awesome figures. And some of them are only for seasons. Like Blueberry is, if you don't know, is one of the cereal monsters from breakfast cereal. And they had 2 others with Count Chocula and Frankenberry. And this right here is Blueberry, because it's my favorite cereal out of the line. I got Blueberry. And then for Christmas there was a whole bunch of lines from like all the stop motion movies. So like Rudolph, there's Santa Claus. There's just a whole bunch of the classics. Like I can't name them all off the top of my head, but like Bumble, he's my favorite from the whole entire line in general. So I didn't buy him, I got him as a Christmas present, but let's go into closer look at some of these figures. Okay, so now I've decided to actually show all of mine, and I have 6. So let's just start off here with Spider-Man. Now the Spider-Man box is, you know what you expect, saying Pop Marvel Universe, since Spider-Man is part of Marvel. 3, since he's the 3rd in the line. Spider-Man Vinyl Bobble Head. Turn it, we get basically the same artwork as the front for the side. Then it has like some like comic panels, so there we have Spider-Man, Hulk, I don't know what any of the others are. Then we turn it. Doesn't show all of them in the line, but like 3 Spider-Man, Iron Man, Wolverine, Captain America, Red Skull, Hulk, and Thing. And then on the side it says Spider-Man. Has like a little headshot of Spidey. Then 3. Now the reason why I picked up Spider-Man was, well, I'll show you the figure first before I get to that. So here's the Spider-Man itself, and it does bobble, since it's just a vinyl bobble head. But it's a really nice paint job. I really like it. But like, it's just a really good Spider-Man. Like, if you love Spider-Man, then it's a good figure. They basically nailed it right down. But I wish they had different variations, like $20.99, since that's my favorite Spider-Man. But the reason why I got Spider-Man instead of any other superheroes, well, I'm probably going to pick a couple, but because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time, with like other ones behind him, and believe it or not, Batman, who is probably the most overrated superhero, is actually only number 5, and then Superman is my least favorite superhero of all time. I just absolutely hate him. I'm probably gonna get a lot of bash from like nerds and stuff, but I just hate Superman. I really hate him. So that's the reason why I got Spidey. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna be showing you is Chewbacca from the Star Wars line. So it says pop, doesn't say Star Wars like Spider-Man does. It says Star Wars there, sits, Chewbacca vinyl bobblehead, same. And then has a picture of Chewie. Then on the side, basically the same, but instead it's just blue. Sucks. And then here it's the same, but it's Darth Vader, Yoda, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Stormtrooper, Chewbacca, and Greedo. And then we have Chewbacca, basically the same packaging. But then let's get onto the Chewbacca himself, which is a really nice figure. I really like it. And as you can see, he has his own little base, which is like hollow. Like hollow. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can. Then it says Star Wars, so if you didn't know who Chewbacca was. And then on the bottom, you can't see this that well, but it says 2011 Lucasfilm and that bullcrap, and that says Funko, because, like I said, Funko makes the pop figures, and I love them. So this figure is amazing. Like, just looking at like his head sculpt, you have all the hair, like it's just amazing, like individually sculpted, just amazing. And then even on his like body, you can't really see it, but since this camera sucks, but it has like the fur, and then it has his belt, of course, and then it had like a little mini crossbow, which I thought was awesome that they added that in. So there's Chewbacca. Now for a Halloween special, which is Boo Berry. Now the Boo Berry packaging is basically the same as all the others, but it has the actual Boo Berry cereal in the background, and instead it's vinyl figure, not vinyl bobblehead. And then up here it's from the ad icons from General Mills, and there you can see more of a cereal. And then we have Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and of course, Boo Berry. Now, I was going to pick up Frankenberry as well, but I instead got Spider-Man. Oh, am I supposed to talk about this now? Decorate this, and Chewbacca. Why I got him was from my birthday party from my best friend, and she just thought it'd be funny to get me the pop figure and how to speak Wookiee shout book. It's pretty funny, but it's like just gags. Gag gift, like gag, not gay, gift, just because I like Star Wars, but yeah. So it's get Boo Berry back up here. Now the figure itself is really nice, just styled to be like Boo Berry. Like the colors are alright and just good. The only point of articulation in the figures is the head. It kinda sucks. So you know you can have him like pose like that, like he's like walking like that, or walking like this way. But it's a good figure. It's actually one of my more favorites, just because it just looks so cool. Now, like I was saying, I was going to pick up Count Chocula and Frankenberry, but I did not pick up Frankenberry, mainly because I picked up Spider-Man instead, which is kind of a bad mistake since you can find Spider-Man basically anywhere. But they were cheaper where I bought them, but yeah, I should have bought like Frankenberry, or one of the really hard ones to find, like the horror line, like they had a Gremlin that I wanted. Instead I got Spider-Man. And Count Chocula is just basically Nesquik with marshmallows. So it's like Nesquik meets Lucky Charms. Okay, now we're going on to some of the winter stuff. Start off with Rudolph. And this is from the Pop Holidays. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the third in the line. Rudolph Rhino figure. And it has like red snowflakes flying down, which is a nice touch. Then it's Rudolph. And there's Rudolph, Santa Claus, and Bumble. I did not get Santa Claus because I just didn't want him. I mainly wanted Bumble. I did get him, thank God, since he's probably the hardest one to find in the line, actually. And then we have Rudolph himself. It's a nice figure, I like it a lot. With like his nice square head with such a tiny ass body. And from the video, it looks like he's like muscular. It's awesome. It kinda does in real life as well. But like my paint job's not the best. Like I don't know if you can see this, but on like his nose, it kinda did go into his muzzle. And then looks like he has like a little goatee going on for mine. But you know, it's a good figure. Like all the outlines and stuff. Pop figures are basically known for having good figures that resemble who they're supposed to be, with the chibi style. Now, my favorite in the holiday line is Bumble. Like same packaging, like same red stuff, but Bumble artwork instead. Just get your little spin on it. And then Bumble himself. He is probably my second favorite. Just because I love the Bumble character. Just because he's like awesome. But then we have the figure, which is still awesome. Like his awesome head with his awesome mouth. I love his mouth. It's awesome. And then like he has like little hair, which is awesome. And probably my second favorite part of the whole entire figure is his bags underneath his eyes. I thought that was a pretty cool touch. And then like his nails aren't sharp, but they are long. But no, Bumble, a really good figure. Probably my second favorite out of my sets. Okay. Now a lot of you are probably going to be calling me like a wimp and a sissy for this. But my favorite pop figure ever has got to be from the Disney line series 1. And that is Stitch. Stitch is my favorite Disney character. Like I just love him. And a lot of people agree with me with him being the best. Just because he's such a cool character. With him being bad, wanting to destroy the world. And then Lilo gets his hands on him and makes him good. And like you see his evolution, which is of him becoming good, which is awesome. But anyway, let's talk about the box. It says Pop Disney Store. And then it has like a little artwork of Stitch. And then it's like fireworks and stuff behind them. Because you know it's Disney. But then you go in the back and we have a lot of big name characters like Mickey Mouse. Like we got like covered a lot of the most famous ones like Mickey Mouse, Tinkerbell, Stitch, Pinocchio, Mike and Sully, Woody, Buzz. And like if you see like Mike and Sully, like where's Boo? Boo came in series 2. And probably my second favorite Disney figure has to be Zurg. I don't have Zurg, but I've seen him and he looks amazing. But as for the figure himself, I just love the look of him. I don't know why, I just do. Maybe it's just the way I love Stitch, why he's my favorite, but his face, amazing. Kind of shares the same mouth as Bumble, but it's bigger, and it doesn't have as much teeth, but his teeth are bigger. His ears are exactly the same they're supposed to be, with the cuts in his ear the way they should be. It's just an awesome figure. I love him. So, sorry Stitch, but that's about it about pop figures. Now, if you see any pop figures and you love the character, you might want to pick it up, because if you have a collection for that character, it would make a nice addition. Like, I have a little Stitch collection of a couple of figures and stuff, which I might get into in a later episode. But I do not have Stitch with my Stitch collection. I have him with my pop stuff. Or, say, favorite superhero is Green Lantern, then they have a figure for him. If you like Winnie the Pooh and have a little Winnie the Pooh collection, they just made him. Like, it's just amazing on how many figures of, or this can be really unexpected, on how cute these things are. They actually have a horror line, which includes Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, and the Gremlin, which I really wanted to buy. You know, from the Gremlin movies, that everyone thought was going to be a kid movie, but ended up not to be. But that's basically, I just wanted to share my thoughts about pop figures and how awesome they are. Anyway guys, until next time.